Well, hello there folks, and welcome back to the Whisky Friend with me, Alan. Another new week, another new video, another brand new video. I've got a rather special one today folks to share with you. A bottle that I picked up, and it's obviously highlighting the kind of crisis that's going on in Europe at the minute. It's highlighting the plight that's gone through in the Ukraine, the abhorrent behaviour of Russia and those atrocities that's going on at the minute. I'm going to try not to get too into what's going on in that at the minute. I'd rather concentrate as much as I can on this whisky. So just to give you a wee highlight on it, it's from Scotland's most northerly distillery at the minute. It's from the Wolfburn distillery. I haven't done any Wolfburn on the channel either, so I can get into this as well as tackling Wolfburn. It's you all know those colours by now folks. If you don't know those colours, I don't know where you're hiding. It's highlighting the... Well, this bottle's actually from Wolfburn and it's supporting the Ukraine humanitarian appeal. I believe all the proceeds go to the humanitarian appeal, which is fantastic. I know a couple other distilleries have tackled it. I think Springbank's done it. I'm sure Teeling did one as well. I managed to pick this one up. Didn't manage to get the others. So this is just my way of trying to support as best I can. So I've picked up a couple of bottles of these. And if all the money goes to the Ukraine, then fantastic. But I don't want to dwell too much on what's happening. This is a bottle that I was hoping to review once the conflict was over, but it just seems to be going on and on and on. And this is just my way of keeping these colours flying at the minute and showing my support. So let's tackle it. It's been covered up for an hour, guys. Let's dive into the nose of this. Wow. This is 7 years old, around about 7 years old, and it was matured in ex-bourbon quarter casks. So it definitely has that up front. It has that really sweet, beautiful vanilla note up front. There's a little bit of damp grass going on, so the sweetness is there, but it's balanced out with a little bit of earthiness, earthy, damp grass. It smells rich on the nose. There's some berry fruit in there. Not too sure at the minute what the berries are. There's definitely some fruit, but I think it's going to be some kind of sticky, juicy berry fruit. And right in there as well, there's a lovely kind of hard toffee, maybe a dark treacle note going through. So it's quite interesting, quite complex on the nose. See, I haven't done much Wolfburn. I don't think I've ever tackled a Wolfburn on the channel. I have had some samples generously gifted. I've already done the Aurora. I've tried the Aurora. I've tried the Langskip. So I've done a few of them, but this is my first ever full bottle of Wolfburn that I've picked up. Very happy to do it under the circumstances. But it was really interesting to find out what was in the bottle. I think on this occasion, folks, it doesn't really matter what's in it. I think it really matters what's on the bottle. And I think this beautiful colouring is on here. It also states down that it's natural colour and non-chill filtered, and it's at 46% ABV. As I say, there's no age statement on it, but I think on this occasion it doesn't really matter whether there is one. Everything's on this label, but I'm really interested to find out what the juice is like inside. So let's have a quick sip. To the hatch. Aye, that's nice. Well, here's the difference. It's got this beautiful light gold colour. Real natural looking, beautiful colour. On that first sip, there was a little smoky hint on the nose. It's much more prominent on the palate. The smoke comes out first, followed by a big spicy intensity. 46% ABV is coming through beautifully. It's smoky, it's spicy, and then that's followed through by that earthiness, the maltiness. It's oily, it's buttery, it's almost creamy. Let's do a second sip. Okay, On that second sip, it becomes much more fruity. The jamminess comes in, the stickiness. The fruit are a wee bit more now. They're kind of gooseberry, raspberry, maybe a little bit of apricot in there as well, maybe a little bit of pear. But the spices there, the smokies there, it's got a wonderful intensity, and then heading into the development, it becomes much more jammy, sticky. Let's do a second sip just to confirm it. Wow. Jammy, sticky. A little bit of licorice in there as well. Little hint of licorice. The jammy now is becoming more honey. So it's that sticky pot of honey, pot of jam. Gooseberries. Vanilla is lovely. Beautiful sweet vanilla notes. The smoke. The balance is wonderful, guys. I think this is beautifully balanced. To say it's a 7-year-old, which is... it's one of those we usually frown upon. I think for this, for a 7-year-old, this has been beautifully balanced, beautifully put together, and I don't think they've just chucked anything into this bottle and stuck a Ukrainian label on it. I think they've made a great choice in this whiskey. The quarter cask is wonderful. It's giving it that little bit more intensity, a little bit more flavour. The flavour's wonderful. There's so much going on. It's all layered. The vanilla, the fruits, the smoke, the maltiness, they're all going in hand and beautifully coming through together. Really, really nice piece of work by Wolfburn, so I'd dock my cap if I had one on. Big shout out to all the distilleries who have done one of these bottles. I see I've not managed to pick up, I've picked up a couple of these, but some of the others were just sitting there, and I'm glad that this occasion they were so hard to get a hold of, so fair play to them. Hope that situation gets sorted out very, very quickly over in the Ukraine. Hopefully the Ukrainian... I can't even imagine what the Ukrainian people are going through at the minute. Hopefully that gets resolved as quickly as possible and the Ukraine can get back to some sort of normality and start rebuilding. Get Russia out of there. So let's do a little bit for the finish and I'll conclude and I'll get going. Just a quick one, guys. I'm not going to score this one. I don't think it's fair to score this. I don't think it's even matters what's in the bottle. On this occasion, I think there's some fantastic whiskey in the bottle. I think it's all about this labelling. It's all about the charity. It's all about the Ukrainian appeal. So let's do a little bit for the finish and I'll get myself gone. Cheers. The finish is medium long finish. Spicy. Smoky. In fact, it's bordering a wee bit more on the longer side now of the finish, so that the spiciness kicks on through. The smoke is there. The smoke's starting to dissipate a little bit and the spice is kind of kicking on. The fruit come in, so the berry fruit, the stickiness comes in a little bit towards the end of the finish. Real nice whiskey, folks, and I'm very, very happy I've tried it. Very happy I've picked one up. If you've managed to pick up any of these bottles, guys, any of these charity bottles, and you've cracked them open and you've tasted them, just dive into the comments and let me know what you think. I don't really need too many comments regarding the conflict. It's more about the whiskey. So if you've tried the whiskey, I'd love to hear the whiskey. If you've liked the video, give me a thumbs up. You know what to do. Big red button just down here. Friendly reminder from me today, it still doesn't cost you anything. It's still completely free and you're still helping the channel massively on its way to the magical 6k. Big shout out to my Patreons. Big thanks to you guys. And as always, and that's me from this one. I'm not going to use my usual closing statement. I'm just going to give it a nice toast to Slava Ukraine. Cheers, folks.